everyone, and welcome to, I don't know if this is COAGG in the wild or COAGG Conversations, but we're here in the wild and I'm talking with the lovely Molly. Hello.
Hello.
This is a great space and I'm loving the lighting and we're loving being here at PAX AUS 2025. Thank you for joining me.
Of course, very exciting.
Now, for those who don't know who you are, please tell everyone who you are and what you do in gaming.
Yep. I'm Molly. I do freelance write-in and interviews, predominantly for the Quellbert website. I would describe myself as a gamer of pleasure. So my preferences do hop and change. What I'm into changes drastically.
Yep.
But I'm definitely a narrative girly. I'm always here for the story, whether that's games or people.
Wonderful. Look, if you're playing video games and you're not having fun, why are you here? You know what I mean? Just saying, everyone. I know I'm talking to you. Wonderful. So, obviously, you've been around the block a few times. You understand the community probably more than a lot of people. Firstly, what has been your experience so far as a woman in gaming?
It's been interesting.
Yeah.
A little bit tumultuous, I will say. There's so much that can be had from this community, and I think if you're willing to put yourself forward and you're willing to engage in conversation, then you'll find your place.
Yeah. So just being open.
Yes.
Definitely. Unfortunately, I've found that being open, you kind of put yourself maybe in situations that you might not like, and I think, well, for me personally, boundaries are so important, and I think knowing yourself and what you want, and especially when you come out to these things, you know, what are you doing, who are you seeing, all that kind of stuff, really, really important.
It can be a lot of pressure, I think. Definitely my first year trying to compartmentalize where I wanted to put my energy, who I wanted to put my energy into, was a learning experience. I have learned to gravitate more towards people in a similar field, women in gaming, women in the industry, but there's tons to be had here.
Yeah, but that's hard because I think a lot of us who are, you know, a little bit higher up in the industry, you know, actually doing paid work and things like that, we often have our walls up. And that can be tricky to navigate because I think genuinely, I don't think they're trying to gatekeep, I think they're just trying to protect themselves. Do you find that as well?
Absolutely. And I think when I first came in, it felt like you could be iced out on occasions, whether that's from being just in your head, you know, you're feeling that, or whether it's actually possibly happening. But we do have to understand a lot goes into being in this industry and a lot goes into showing up. So maybe people do have their walls up. I think it can come across sometimes as being pushed out or hard to get into communities. But I think as long as you show up, you show your passion for gaming and you show your passion for whatever space it is that you're in, you will eventually find your space. Yeah,
definitely. And I think passion number one in everything, because I think when we think about gaming as a masculine form of a hobby, we really see that competition and it can become really toxic. And I think it's, well, for me personally, I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of women don't either want to come to these kinds of conventions or they don't want to kind of, I guess, take up their own space because of that. Because they don't want to be at risk of, oh, I'm not good enough, or I don't engage with this game the way that another person does.
And I think even it comes down to marketing. We're at PAX, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
Yeah, it
Seeing
is.
the lines, the people, the crowds.
Yeah.
There's definitely those safe spaces. There's cozy spaces. There's community meetups.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be necessarily on the floor in that hyper-competitive arena.
Yeah.
Step away, find your people, find your place.
I know. I was on the floor just before, and I think I was down there for like half an hour, and I was like, oh, okay. But I know that now about myself, and I know that I can enjoy this space. I can go in, I can enjoy a thing, go and see a friend's panel, whatever it might be, go to a community meetup, come back out again. And, you know, it's kind of like you're kind of delving into this bubble and then coming out again, which is really a really healthy thing to do, I think. Molly, you have done some amazing work already with Qualbert and obviously in your own content. I mean, the vibes out of this world. If you don't follow her, links below, just saying, what are you doing with your life? And I mean, what is next for you? Like, do you have any goals for the rest of the year or even next year?
I want to work on authenticity. I think in my first sort of getting my feet grounded, I did have that compulsion to go towards more popular subjects, even popular trending games. There's definitely merit in the algorithm, and the algorithm is important.
Yes.
But I'm at a place now where I feel comfortable showing up as myself and then pursuing the topics that are important to me, such as taking up space, why women need to take up space at PAX.
And you can find that link to that story below or wherever you're seeing this. It'll definitely be an interesting read. I haven't seen it yet, but I can't wait to see what comes out of that. Molly, thank you so much for being here with us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your PAX 2025.
Thank you so much.